Welcome
What's up, man?
back to the Charles Owen Experience.
Yeah. Let's just talk about Cancer Research UK for a little bit, seeing as I now have cancer for the foreseeable future. I got cancer of the nostrils. Sorry, we missed the podcast last week. I had to get chemo on my nose. But we're back now.
And staph.
And I had staph as well. And I had sinusitis of the nostril as well. And still do to this day. To this day. Anyway,
I'm nervous about that camera angle. Someone's going to pay for that, for fucking around with that camera.
I don't normally get nervous, but yeah. Looking at it, it starts getting a bit shaky. Yeah. Seriously though,
how you feeling, man? You a bit better?
Yeah, I'm a bit better. Yeah.
Yeah, all right. Guys, shout out. Remember, like, subscribe, YouTube, Spotify, do all that now. Shout out to our sponsor, Progress.
Gentlemen, look at the attire.
Look.
Let me just bring it in for the man down.
Bring it in. Shout out Progress, guys. Use the code RuneScape to receive a discount. We'll be linking it in the...
Is that for Progress as well?
What?
The RuneScape
discount. Yeah, we got RuneScape code for Progress and our other sponsor, Lesson Press, more involved. Make sure you get on those. If you want kit, not only rash guards and jiu-jitsu attire, but they also sell gym attire, as we can see, wearing there. There's a jumper.
There's a t-shirt. There's a jumper. But
Fantastic.
seriously, guys, we wouldn't be getting paid if it weren't for you. So
may happen. Don't say that. Use the RuneScape code now. And then Lesson Press, more involved. RuneScape as well for your first.
But we can get defunded now. It doesn't matter. Because Progress aren't going to defund us.
No, but don't, because YouTube still pays us money, and we're actually getting a lot more views than
oh yeah, thanks guys.
Anyway, guys, that's
just keep refreshing.
Someone said there's lots of adverts on our thing now.
Yeah, there are.
Just pay the YouTube. You've seen that? I've got YouTube Premium, mate. I wouldn't know.
I don't have YouTube Premium. Is it worth it?
Yeah, there's no ads, but we still get paid. So anyway,
Legend.
do that. What's been happening? How have you been? You've been sick. Are you back to training now?
I was sick as a dog. No, I had staph in me neck, so I tried to pop it and didn't go. And yeah, me throat is fucked as well. I've had sinusitis. I can't even have a fucking spliff. So yeah, it's not been great. But on the other hand, I haven't been smoking, so that's a good thing if you've got cancer or something like that, which I do. So send in more money.
Right, all right. And you're back to training now, or what?
No, I didn't train this morning, but I think tomorrow I'm going to train. But honestly, I think there's still a hole. Can you have a look, Char?
Don't cough on my leg, mate. Yeah, it doesn't look... it's healed up, mate.
It's closed?
It's closed.
It's closed?
Well, it's a scab now, isn't it?
Yeah, that's what I said. Yeah, everyone was like, you still got a hole in your neck and all that. But no, it's a fucking closed hole.
It's a scab. It's a closed scab.
Yeah, it's a scab.
A scab.
A scab.
A scarab, mate.
A scarab.
A scarab.
Yeah. What else?
Well, yeah, should we finish there then?
Yeah, that was good though. But guys, basically, don't forget Progress. I think I'm pronouncing that correctly. It's a Middle Eastern brand.
Yeah.
Excellent clothing. Really good. When you put it in the wash, it comes out exactly the same. No joke.
That's good.
Yeah, seriously. Also, we bought a new house. I bought a new car. Mate, I'm now a billionaire as well.
Life's on the up, mate. Life is just doing this
on
for
the
you.
up, except I have had the worst 2 weeks of my life.
You know what they say? Obviously, life's on the up, but it just, what goes up must come down. So at some point, you're going to have a fucking disaster. So just so you know that.
Yeah, that was the disaster. I already had the disaster. So now...
Oh, okay. It's back up
We're
again.
back going up.
Yeah.
The erect portion of the graph is coming back. Also, I've been watching some YouTube videos on inequality. Really good stuff, man. Gary Stevenson.
Perfect.
He's
time
not a racist.
to get into our first question.
But yeah, mate, look it up.
Right.
Gary Stevenson, The Squeeze.
All right, mate.
It's really interesting stuff. What, he does other podcasts. He also references our podcast as well.
No, he doesn't.
Yeah, he's like a big-time banker. Back in 2011, he was the #1 investor in London, and he always talks about RuneScape and the Charles Eoghan experience and stuff like that. Yeah. Check it out, seriously.
Alex Jones?
Seriously.
Does he shout out the podcast as well?
If you've noticed that the billionaires are getting lots more money and we're getting much less money, look it up.
Alex Stevenson.
Gary Stevenson, but close, man. Really close.
Alex Stevenson.
I'm not even joking. That's actually his name.
Right. Is he the ecological guy?
Yeah, something like that. Gary Stevenson.
Steinberg.
I don't think he's one of those.
Right, okay. Thoughts on the rubber guard, mate? Let's kick off a question.
Okay, that's an interesting one. We haven't had that one for...
Yeah, you go.
Shout out Valentin. Valentin always sends me messages when this happens. One day you're going to connect, aren't you? Go on, do one more.
Nah.
I'll slip it.
No, just go answer the fucking question.
Right, Rubberguard. Honestly, I don't rate it. I think it's just like... It's too obvious what you're going for. And it obviously requires a lot of flexibility. And that's not to say that the rest of the moves don't require a lot of flexibility. But this is literally like the more flexible your one knee ligament is, the better. And some people have an innate ability to lock their legs behind their head. And some people cannot do that. And given that Rubberguard is all like end range, stuff, it's very hard to teach that to everyone. The more efficient moves tend to use your partner's, reactions to make a snowballing effect of I give X percentage.
Cascade,
X percentage of power to one move. He responds with that same percentage to defend it, but you've already switched to the next move, and he's now giving you double the power to do that move. Whereas Rubberguard, it just kind of seems like there's not really any trickery to it. That said, maybe you better ask someone who's not biased but has a bit more of a, insight into it. Like someone who actually has ridiculously flexible knees. I'd say I'm like top 10 quartile of flexible, But is it even that percentile, quartile, whatever? Man, I'm pretty flexible, but it's shit.
What do you think about Craig Jones, Gabe Stevenson?
Oh, that'll be interesting. I think...
he's a big boy.
Yeah, is it going to be 3 rounds of 5 minutes?
I guess so.
Is Greg going to wrestle him?
No, why would he do that?
Just for the fans? It's
Maybe.
his show, isn't it?
Yeah. He just said he's going to sit down.
He said that?
Well, he just said wrestling is defeated by simply sitting down. That's what he's saying.
Yeah. Well, all right.
But he'll probably submit him, won't he?
Yeah, I mean, he'll probably submit him. But the Gabe guy can probably, stall really fucking well. He can probably head position. But the thing is...
How heavy is he?
Because the Gabe is a winner, he's probably not going to stall that much, and he's probably just going to walk into... I just think he'll just get Carney Basamid and...
What's Carney Basamid?
It's like enter saddle from the bottom.
Right.
You know the move.
He's 130 kilos.
Yeah, I just think that it doesn't matter. I've done it to people that are 120 kilos. I've done it to someone 140 kilos, mate. Some fella, Paul, big fucking, maybe he's 120, but yeah, Paul in Liverpool, next gen. Shout out my biggest lift to date. Not anymore actually, but yeah. I think he's just gonna get entered in on the legs, and then it'll be done. He'll just pass it across and outside heel hook him, and Gabe won't risk his knee for some random bullshit competition. But maybe it won't be finished in the first 5. We'll see. My money is on a second round finish of Craig Jones.
Yeah, I suspect that as well.
Yeah, second round. That's probably it. But interesting. And then we got Team Europe. Then we got Team...
Europe.
Yeah, Europe. The last hope. Europe. And... what else?
What have they said much about Team Europe? No.
I don't think they've released that much, actually, to be fair. But, mate, there's a chance that Joseph is the manager. Let's see. I don't know if that's public information. I don't know if it even matters at this point. But, yeah, I think Joseph is going to be the fucking manager, which would be insane. Imagine having Joseph coaching us. He's a very good coach, obviously, and he goes with everyone to tournaments. I don't do that. So the man's an experienced tournament.
Joe Lennon lost Ben Diaz.
He holds your hand like a champ just a moment before you go out.
He fucking loves
He
them.
whispers sweet nothings. Beautiful.
Yep.
Yeah,
Makes
really.
sense.
What else has been up? Oh, yeah, I'm going to Belfast this weekend. There's 2 sort of main teams in Belfast when it comes to fighting, and that's the nationalists and the loyalists. And I believe the loyalists are loyal to the King of England, and the nationalists are loyal to Ireland. The nationalists want a national Ireland, and the loyalists want Ireland split into Protestant, Catholicism. So yeah, that'll be interesting. Tricks to jiu-jitsu.
Do you think Conor McGregor is going to win?
What?
Vice for Presidente.
Yeah, well, actually, he's just been backed by Israel, so I think the chances have just...
Has he really?
Tripled or quadrupled,
Yeah,
he was talking about... So one day there was a post about corruption in the media and how they're influencing the government, and then the next day he posts something backing Israel. So I guess that whole corruption in the media thing's out of the window. Fucking awful. I really had hope that the plumber from Crumlin was going to change Ireland, but I guess not, man. Really sucks.
He will get in.
They got to him.
Do you think he will get in?
No, they fucking hate him in Ireland.
They hate him in Ireland?
They hate him, yeah. What do you mean?
Really? They don't like Conor McGregor?
They hate him.
Really?
The only people that like him are people between like 15 and 30. He's like Andrew Tate, basically. Right. Anyone above 30 just thinks he's a complete cunt and think that he's representing Ireland awfully. Like e.g. my grandma thinks that he's just like the worst person. He might as well be Skepta. He's just like you know what I mean? He is a roadman to them all.
Yeah.
Yeah. They don't like how he speaks. They don't like how he walks. She thinks that his suits are too tight. She says that he looks like he shit himself when he walks around.
Looks like he shit himself when he walks around. Yeah,
shit, you're a jocks, yeah. And to be fair, he spits in people's faces. I just can't see the man becoming...
What are you going to do?
Not in the West. It may be in Russia, like all these kind of like Eastern countries where they respect fighting a bit more. Maybe he'd have some kind of chance of muscling his way in, but in Green Island, when he's got nothing to do with greenery or farming or happiness, I don't think so.
Oh, happy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a joyless man, it seems like. But back in the day, if he went the humble route, he could have fucking done it.
Yeah.
But now, I mean, I don't know why he would be humble now, obviously, but back in the day, he was very likable, and now he's not very likable. He's more like, you know, you look at him like, I like what he does as a joke, but probably if he didn't know you, you'd be like, fuck this guy, man.
Yeah. He ain't liking you.
Yeah, probably.
What do you think he would do for Ireland if he was to win?
What would he do for Ireland?
Yeah, go on.
Turn every hospital into an MMA gym. Just make people tougher. Just get tougher. Stand up. Stand your ground.
Stand your ground. Cuba. Import Cuban.
Just take the cancer and just feel it coming out of your body.
Breathe.
And just throw it away and it's gone. And it's gone. And you might have to do it 1, 2, 3 times a day, but you just do it every time you feel that pain and you really take it and just, it's gone. Anyway, that's how I cured my cancer.
Right, all right.
Highly recommend.
How to prevent guillotine when head low, J pointing.
A guillotine?
Yeah, when the head's low and the J point, mate.
Yeah, I think that you need to keep your arm on them so you can pull your head up.
So you grip in the armpit?
If you haven't got any... No, because you're J-pointing.
Oh, no, because
if you haven't got any grips on them, then probably they can guillotine you, like putting your head in the hole. If you have some grips, you can push and kind of pull your head out. So you can push your head out, stay connected to them, and, you know, keep your head in a good position. That just... I've never seen that happen, so you're just doing something wrong. Like, they can push your head down and attack your arms or something like that, but...
You're fucking it up somewhere.
It just seems like you're fucking up somewhere, son. Like, I don't know. Is that Tynan Delpra messaging in? Is that
your
Top
boy.
Fuji?
Fuji. How's Fuji going?
Mate, I'm going to have to watch that, Fuji. That sounds awful. How the fuck is that happening?
Tynan Delpra.
Fuji, mate.
It's Tynan Delpra. He asked the question.
Tynan's messaging.
Come on, mate. Fuck off, Tynan. Right, what's your favourite Kimura sequence?
Usually I get to the back, son. Sorry, yeah, it's not interesting like that. But usually the Kimura gets you to the back because they usually lock their arms.
Right, is that it?
Give us a kiss.
That was a question, wasn't it?
Yeah, give us a kiss.
No.
Later. Yeah.
Right, all right. Quickly ask this one: is there a good way to brace your
Wow, is there a good way to brace your leg if someone goes for the Kani Basami on you?
You literally just said, talking about Kani Basami, no?
Yeah, that's a standing scissor sweep. So, yeah.
Japanese names.
I think...
Love Japanese, man.
No, I don't think there is, to be honest. I think you have to sprawl. And I think it's worth practicing that, you know? The one thing is, right, so you can't have your front leg heavy, i.e. you're like pushing back off your front leg, because then you can't leave it off the floor, right? So if your partner's running away from you in a single leg and you get pulled off balance where your front leg has to hold your weight, that is exactly when you're going to get Kani Basami and break your shit. So The first thing you think about on a single leg, I would say, is don't get Kiani Basami'd. That said, the most likely time for you to get Kiani Basami'd is when they take your foot from inside the leg to outside the leg. I have a student, he's a part-time billionaire philanthropist, but he does a great Kiani Basami. And my wrestling coach also learned this off him. Basically, every time they take the leg to the outside, that's, they do a lunge on their front leg to make space, take the heel to the outside and put it on their hip. That is the perfect time to Kiani Basami. So it's mostly awareness and sprawling at the correct time. But yeah, it's always going to be a danger because it's almost like the worse you do it, the more dangerous it is. Tough one, mate. I haven't got the answer for you.
Fucking
Sorry. Maybe watch the Gary Stevenson podcast.
Is S&C for no gi similar as S&C for the gi? Yes, it is, mate. Remember, 95% of your strength training is going to be building general strength capacities. So it's going to be the same as for gi, as this to no gi.
And you can adjust all the exercises to fit gi as well.
Exactly, mate.
So you could do, like, instead of normal pull-ups, gi pull-ups. Instead of just a normal bicep curl, you can just hold a heavy wet gi and lift it up.
Stop it. That's enough. That's enough.
Okay.
Yeah. All right.
Down, boy.
It's the same thing.
You just do exactly the same as if it were no gi. Notice in the gym, you don't have gi gym and no gi gym. There's just one gym. Do you see? I'm going to the gi gym today.
I'm going to the gi gym today, boss.
It's just, even the walls are just covered in textiles. It's lovely. It's like Rifat's house.
Love Rifat.
If you don't know who Rifat is, take a fucking moment and look at yourself in the mirror, you pathetic.
Are supersets worth it, or are they just extra fatigue with not much benefit? Supersets are fantastic. That's how I kind of operate my entire program. The reason why they're effective is because you'll get more work done in a shorter amount of time by hitting opposing muscle groups. E.g., you could do a bench press and pair that with a pull-up. And that pull-up isn't really going to affect the bench press, or a deadlift or a squat exercise with some kind of ab exercise. And you could do some kind of leg exercise with another upper body exercise. Those are lovely to all superset together. So, yes, they are worth it. Do an exercise, rest 30 seconds, do another exercise, rest 90 seconds to 3 minutes, and then repeat.
Here, I'm going to use our platform to ask a quick question. Guys, what would you do if you had a really bad chest infection and sinusitis? Write in the comments below if you're also a doctor and you have any advice for me, because I am fucking dying.
Right now, really?
Yeah, like, I probably couldn't train at a higher intensity than today without coughing really hard, like embarrassingly hard, where people stop what they're doing and look at me.
Yeah, well, you just got to get better. You just got to get... It's the old father time, isn't it? And just not push too hard.
Father? Fuck off.
Fuck my father.
Taking too long, father.
Wait till
too often.
Wait till my father hears about this.
It's too regular. It's either COVID, because I can't taste shit. I was even at the petrol station, had a little of the petrol, and I couldn't taste a thing, mate.
That is COVID, mate. You literally just had COVID.
Yeah, it sounds like I had COVID, mate. But it could also be sinusitis, because it's the same thing. You can't taste anything. And both my nostrils are blocked. You ever had both nostrils blocked?
Yeah, it's all.
Rather just kill myself at that stage. I asked Margs, but she couldn't do it.
Yeah.
Because the life insurance
wasn't gone through yet.
Has to wait for a year.
Fair enough. Right. What exercises do you recommend to bulletproof eyeballs from chili in the eyes? Legitimate question.
Yeah, good. Yeah, fair enough. I think, who's that Canadian guy? Brandon Reed wears goggles in that one. He's sparring. So maybe that's why. I'm not really sure. You could also just like gradually expose yourself. Start with a bit of cayenne.
Do you like a calf slicer, mate? I've never seen you do a real calf slicer.
Nah, I don't. I like anyone who is proactive in defending the calf slicer will usually give you something else. I don't think it's very easy to get calf slicers, to be honest. Like, I also fear for my knee. There are some transitionary, there's times when you got to threaten the submission of the calf slicer, the back take, as well as saddle on one leg, as well as controlling the second leg. And there are little moments there where your own LCL is highly exposed and you got to make, quick decisions under pressure where either your LCL breaks or you manage to get a calf slicer or you manage to get the back. So generally, I don't try to push too hard on the calf slicers. I try and transition away from it relatively quickly. I don't think they're a high percentage sub as well. You can count on one finger how many times you've seen it in the last couple years. It's one.
Why doesn't Owen put rolling footage at the end of his instructionals?
I did actually on one of them. So
Why not more often?
Shut your fucking mouth. That's why. Seriously, because last one I forgot, but also because I put so much rolling footage up anyway that you can just watch me spar anyway. You know, you don't need to see specifics on the instructional, like e.g. the seated instructional. Before I released it, I was putting out about 6 months of me doing seated guard on people in my stories on the post. So there are clips of sparring there. And yeah, that's it really. Furthermore, don't chat shit because on the other one, I did actually put sparring footage on.
Why not on all of them?
So,
furthermore.
Yeah, and furthermore, on the last one, I also released... on the last one, we actually ran out of time. That's why, because our Fanatics guy had to go. So, yeah. Really awful. No, but yeah, the last one I forgot, but I also do release a lot of normal sparring footage. So if you want to see some sparring footage related to it, I'm basically only doing seated guard when I'm playing guard these days. Honestly, if young OJ released a wrestling instructional, I might release a wrestling instructional. It's not like I made up the techniques. I stole them. I'm just regurgitating them in perfect, crisp English for all you people to understand. And look, I didn't make the techniques up, mate. I bought them. They are certified by Russians, not by me. That might be my next instructional. Obviously, I need to start taking people down in competition, though. But you saw me and Devontae, right? Fucking hell, you see the hand fighting, the pressure, the collar ties, the head check. Bow!
It was excellent.
Headbutt in the fucking ear when he tried to double leg me. Beautiful. That's what you could learn at the next instructional. Shout Me Grapple Club or BJJ Fanatics, highest bidder.
Right, best advice on your view on weightlifting for BJJ. Think volume / exercise preference. Right, mate. Here's the ultimate answer for you. What's the minimal effective dose that you can get away with and still make great results with? That's how you should approach strength training for jiu-jitsu, because the majority of your training is going to be... are you serious? Are you serious?
Stop it, Moggs.
Building general strength capacities. And you can do that through the minimal effective dose from doing key mobility sites of working your abs, from flexion extension, rotation, side bending.
Love a bit of chemo.
Yeah, bit of that. Plyometrics, which you can do at the start of the session, 5 to 10 minutes worth of some plyos. Light tier, medium tier, ping tier, deep tier, right? Then you can do some compound lifts, anywhere between 3 to 4 sets of anywhere between 3 to 15 reps. Fantastic. Then you can do some accessory lifts. Same, 3 to 4 sets, anywhere between 8 to 15 reps is going to suffice, mate. And that's it. Exercise preferences, I don't care. Make them good exercises that you can lift heavy weights on and you can progressively overload sensibly over time. A squat variation is good. A hinge variation is good. Push and pull variations, you're going to have to do them. Single leg work, overhead pressing. Well, actually, that's...
Here's a question, Chart. Is it ever worth like going really hard on what you would consider the accessory exercises?
Yeah, absolutely.
Why would we do that?
Well, they're not as near
a rotation exercise, e.g., where you can use a shitload of muscles and full retard it and progressively overload.
You're more like, you're probably more likely to hurt yourself on like an exercise like that. I don't know. Well, it's like...
That's not true, is it? You progressively overload them. Obviously, everything you're likely to injure yourself.
You could do, but it's like, just say a little exercise. You can't...
Depends how you set up the machine, isn't it?
I've seen Alec Blennis, I think his name is. He loves doing these like odd kind of exercises and really loads the shit out of them.
Yeah.
He's strong as fuck. He likes doing it. I don't like doing it. I just like to do... I just don't know. I just don't care for them, really. I don't think it's completely necessary.
But I've been injured on my side.
We need to get your side bending up. Actually, to be fair, like the side bend, we can definitely over. Yeah, I take that back. I take that back. No, I do take that back. You can load the. You can load the fuck out of a side bend, mate. Absolutely. Yeah. Even the windmill.
Or a rotation.
I take that back. Yeah. I think I misunderstood your exercise. I don't know what the fuck your question.
Not weird ones, not retarded ones that we'd never do anyway. Just
No, you can load the fuck out, like getting a really good windmill, which is like a nice side bend. I used to do that with 40 kgs, mate. Really fucking good. Yeah. Good. Yeah. So that you should definitely look to overload those exercises. Like just because you can do a side bend off a bench You can look to overload that. Add a weight to your hip, or do. We should do this more. We should start with the cable side bend. You know how we used to do it, or dumbbell. Side bend, even a heavy windmill.
Yeah, the dumbbell ones. Fucking hell. Yeah. Those you can feel your whole side bending.
And you can do the dragon flag. We can just progress that into like a front lever, change the angle, which is going to change the muscular tension. Yeah, maybe we need to focus a little bit more on that again. You like that stuff?
Yeah.
Do you like it?
Well, I just think that it's not that I like it more than anything else. I just think you want to be well-rounded in the exercise you put the most effort in.
Yeah, stronger abs. I like gymnastics training a lot, mate. It is time intensive, but it's fucking sick because you can change angles and variations of the exercise to make it fucking difficult. Like if you can do a front lever successfully, you're gonna have fucking strong abs and strong tendons and ligaments.
The gymnastic exercises will definitely open up your ability to move on the mat.
Yeah, because you'll be flexible. You need to be flexible,
and strong, but also you'll be able to interact. Let's do some Gary Saundersing. You'll be able to interact with your environment in different ways and perceive your environment differently because you now have more options, you know?
Yeah, you can move
Where I don't see a flying armbar, someone that can do a backflip might. That's, a simplified version, but basically...
They can move their body better through space, basically.
Yeah, exactly. And because of that, they see objects and they see grips and stuff. Is this high enough? As different.
That looks good. I like that. That looks good. Yeah, gymnastic strength training's fucking sick.
Yeah.
Yeah. For the most part, you want to mix of the two. General strength training.
The plyos as well. I see that.
What about?
We are somewhat progressing the plyos, but I see people doing like depth jumps or slightly more weird shit. Jumping over a box.
Yeah. Ours is the minimal effective dose. Again,
okay,
like once we get the minimal effective dose, it's like that's enough. You don't need to do more than that. You get the light tier, the medium tier is where all the big value is. Ping tier is just like practicing at max propulsion, and the deep tier, a lot of value in those deep tiers, mate. A lot of value for mobility, for strength. Really, mate. I'm on a bit of a rampage at the moment. I'm tearing through Jake Tura's podcast. Shout out Jake Tura, we like him. Mate, he's literally done 10 podcasts on tendons alone with like 10 world tendon experts. I'm listening to all 10 of them. And they all basically say strength training is very good. Stretching is good. Pliers are pretty good. If it's really painful, let it rest for a little bit. Lift some weights.
10 experts. Fucking hell, that's the worst 10 podcasts I've ever
that's basically
even seen referenced.
Yeah, sleep well, eat well. It all comes down to that.
What side of the bell curve are they on, left or right?
It's
hard to tell, isn't it?
Exactly.
If it hurts, just rest a little. Are they from the north of England or the south?
High up, mate. Americans, mate. Right?
Only joking.
All right.
You Northerners are really smart as well, sometimes.
Right, all right. You want a little question, do you? Owen's opinion on the existence of dark matter. I guess he thought this question was going to be really funny. Go on, let's make a fucking laugh.
What's that acronym? KYS.
All right. You answered on that?
Yeah, I haven't given it much thought in terms of jiu-jitsu. I'd probably save that till you get higher belt, mate.
Top 3 ab exercises. Right. We want to go flexion extension variations. We want an ab wheel. We want a front lever variation. Could be a dragon flag.
I like the leg raises.
A gar hammer raise. A straight leg raise. We need to get back onto those, don't we? Right. That's flexion extension. Basically, in front of you, up and down. Then we want side bending, side to side. We've got side bends, cable side bends, Smith machine side bends, dumbbell side bends, even like a windmill would be a nice variation of a side bend.
What do you think about the value of ISOs where you have to breathe whilst your abs are tense?
Yeah.
It's kind of an extra thing, isn't it?
Yeah, that's the gymnastics strength training stuff where you're stuck in those like hollow holds and front levers where you're like, the abs are fucking
and you still have to breathe. Those are awful,
They're
mate.
fucking good, mate.
Sometimes
ISO ab holds.
Even a little plank and you're just fucking trying to breathe. And you're like,
yeah.
Or what's that one where you put your hands under your ass and lift your legs up just a little bit?
It's a hollow hold, mate.
I hate that.
In the gymnastics, it's called a dish. And you just stay in that dish, hips tucked under.
In the dish.
You can do it. You can do it right now if you tense your abs up.
Fuck it, go on then.
Even just sit there. Just sit there and just curl your abs. I'm almost cramping. Yeah, that's good.
I literally couldn't breathe.
That's really good.
Before, I think my abs are a bit lower.
And then you want to do rotational exercises as well. You could do cable rotation, a ball throw at the wall.
Don't tell me what to do.
Like a wood chop variation. So those are the top 3 movement patterns we need to be doing for our abs, mate. We could be competing at CGI too.
I hope so. I hope they haven't got any other 88ers in mind. I'm going to run over Taylor if I see him, so
Yeah, kill him.
that won't be a problem. I've got sport mode as well in case he thinks he's fast. I'll get him. Don't worry, I'll get him. Who the fuck
speeding
is
in
that?
the new car?
No, I haven't actually
What's
because
that?
I've got the black box in it. So every time I speed, I just lose points on the insurance thing. And yeah.
Really?
Yeah, like I've got a little box there. If I accelerate or brake too hard, they know. If I turn too sharply, they know.
What the fuck?
Yeah, and if I speed, they kind of know, but they don't seem to know that much. Because I've been...
This is crazy.
Yeah, it's... I mean, if I... So...
I've never heard of this.
Well, yeah, it's just they monitor your car, basically. You didn't know about
Wow.
that? Yeah, because otherwise the insurance would have been literally double from 2.5 to 5K.
Wow.
I'm not paying 5K insurance when a
Obviously
car
not.
costs 13K.
No.
Fuck is that? 12K.
That's crazy.
Yeah, KYS,
that.
man. Hastings Direct. And I complained to them as well because basically I brake checked PJ and and I forgot that I had the box in the car and my braking thing just went from full to 0 in one go. And I was like, listen, I messaged them. A cat ran out in front of me and I had to brake and they were like, yeah, well, that's why you have to just keep an average above 30 and we don't just instantly punish him. Like, well, that's bullshit because there's so many shit drivers in London that have to brake hard all the time. Anyway,
Wow.
Hastings Direct, KYS.
Wow.
Washing machine brands, give me a washing machine.
Thoughts on Denatre Corby beating Pato and winning 100K tournament with a full-time job?
Yeah, crazy. With a full-time job.
Apparently, yeah. But that's what this guy said.
What's his full-time job?
Nurse?
Really?
I don't know. I don't know anything. I don't even know who that guy is.
Yeah.
But I heard someone beat Pat who?
He does have the greatest coach in the world.
Who?
Rafael Mendez. I think that's the last person that actually coached him, isn't it?
I don't know who this
Then he
person
moved to
is.
Gary Saunders' gym.
Really?
Yeah, you didn't know that?
No.
Yeah, so homegrown talent, man.
Yeah, and now Gary Saunders is like, he's mine.
Yeah, Gary Saunders is claiming him, but I
not.
believe DeAndre has been training with the Mendez
Jiu-Jitsu.
bros his whole life, and then he went to train with Gary.
Why the fuck did he do that? Why would he go from
I
Art Jiu-Jitsu
think
to
he-
train with Gavin Sanders?
Well, I can imagine there's a few reasons someone might leave AOJ.
Right, okay.
Yeah, and then he might have just moved, and then just Gary's is the closest gym.
That's fair enough.
Gareth.
There you go.
That's a good Welsh name. Gareth. Gareth.
All right.
Single best exercise for BJJ. Train jiu-jitsu. Go to jiu-jitsu and enjoy yourself. Yeah, man. Good question. Imagine going to the gym and just doing one exercise every time. You'd be a fucking legend.
Such a...
You could just bring your own machine in at that stage. Why not just buy your own machine?
Just buy one machine and just have it in your house.
The single,
it matter?
the
What-
single best. All right, Char. If you had to choose one exercise,
Squats.
I would do the squat. I don't know. I would do a single arm squat kettlebell swing. You know that one? You know the one where you're like this? I don't know if I'm doing it right, but you know the one. I don't know. It's side to side. It's actually kind of both, isn't it?
I would do... Shout out Bobby Sandu. We love you, man. Love Bobby Sandu. I would
Love
do...
the festivals, man.
I would do a clean and jerk, mate. That's if you're choosing one exercise to become elite in, it would be a clean and jerk full form, mate.
Not a clean and press.
Clean and jerk. That's a clean and jerk. You fucking idiot. Are you serious? From the
Is
floor.
that not hit?
From the floor. Oh no. From the floor. Bang all the way down. Rack.
Oh, okay. I didn't know.
Yeah.
Included the last bit.
If I could only do one exercise, I'd do
that
I'd do
makes sense. Yeah.
You get so fucking strong.
Yeah, you don't really need anything else. You might end up with no chest though.
Nah, you get big shoulders, mate. Big.
But what about your breasts?
Nah, you wouldn't. But you get fucking stacked, mate.
Imagine having no chest though, and the rest of you's really big.
Taylor Pearman.
Taylor, fucking hell. He's inverted so much, his chest is inverted.
So that would be the exercise, mate. Just get really fucking good at cleaning jacks. And obviously, yeah, that's it.
Yeah, that's it, obviously. Right, it's 40 minutes, mate, and I've got to get myself some grub, some rubber-dub. Is that fish? Excellent. Excellent, Char. Show the camera that. They love fish.
I don't think it was 40 minutes. I think this was on for a little bit, but we should. You want to fish there?
Nah, if you got another question, go on, send it. I'm ready. It's just I'm a bit conscious of your time, Char. I know you're a very busy man. Lots of Arab clients. They're all. Oh, let's. The moustache makes. Oh. Wow. I didn't notice that.
Yeah.
The look. Wow.
Yeah.
I
don't
know. Seriously.
all right.
Are you checking the YouTube for little questions?
Yeah,
for
what
that?
do you think I'm doing?
Oh, sorry, I didn't know I'd get such a facetious response.
Do you have any instructionals in the gi?
Kill yourself. Fuck.
Oh, yes.
bleep that out, son.
Regardless, not a funny joke, at least not about Kobe. Sorry, mates.
This is Kobe's remaining son writing in.
Yeah, some white guy.
Not a funny joke about Kobe,
Yeah,
man.
I love these kind of comments. That's really not funny, mate. Full stop. Mate, what? Fucking grow up. Nah, he's all right.
Cry about it.
Come on,
Send
cry
us
to
a
me.
video of you crying and we'll never mention
Earn
Kobe
your gold
again.
medal.
Cry. You know what, mate? You're replaceable. Your view doesn't mean shit to us. You can your comment is appreciated, but your view
You like comment.
doesn't matter,
like it.
right? You can just not watch the next one and leave a hateful comment. The hate creates the buzz.
Can you just maybe stop being so nasty? You thought about that? You nasty little twat.
Yeah, we're actually going to get Kanye on the next podcast if anyone's interested in watching that one. That'll be interesting.
Get on that Mike Strong program and get a third mic and invite some more Los Banditos to the pod.
Let's do that actually. Let's invest in a mic. Now that we're getting paid, let's invest in a third mic.
right.
Each week we can get someone to sit here and we can just grill them. We can just ask them embarrassing questions.
Yeah, why is your penis the way it
Yeah, get the
looks?
penis out, Tommy. You always talk about the penis. Let's get Tommy on. We've got to get Tommy on.
He'd love that.
That's all I was thinking of, really. Anyone else wouldn't matter to me.
Come on, tell us about the penis, Tommy.
Yeah, go on, Tommy. Talk a little bit. Go on.
Show me the penis.
Put the jumper on. Now take your trousers off.
Right.
Wow, what a jumper it is, though. I was wondering where that jumper was as well. I was looking for it. I was like, I bet that little fucking arsehole Charles has taken the jumper, hasn't he? And left me with everything else. I bet it's not even worn, has it?
The
Smells
worst
like you.
podcast ever recorded. That was a fantastic episode from us, by the way.
Did it get a lot of views?
Nah.
Well, fair enough. Why would you?
I'm just trying to see more podcasts that we've done together.
Shout out New Tropnik.
New troop. Good. What else can we do? I think we should just kind of wrap it up there, mate. Wrap it up. Rapido. What do you think? Guys, do you have any questions? Live podcast? Would you do a live podcast? No, because they're shit, mate.
Why? We're here anyway.
Nah, they're shit. Right, we're both looking at our phones.
As in, we can live podcast it and then upload it.
No.
But anyone writing in will not get their questions answered.
No, let's finish it up there. Let's wrap it up, though.
All right, wrap it
guys,
up.
Remember,
Don't be silly.
wrap it up, wrap it in. Begins at something. Guys, remember, like, subscribe,
wrap
YouTube,
it in.
Spotify, do all that. Make sure you rate the fucking podcast. YouTube, subscribe to the podcast. If you're listening to it now, if you're listening on Spotify, go to the top right-hand corner, follow and rate the podcast.
Sounds a lot like a
can't
threat.
emphasize that enough. Shout out to our sponsor, Progress. Look at their PRG collection. Isn't it fantastic? They sell gym wear, not just gym wear, but also jiu-jitsu wear, and it's very comfortable, and it'll make you feel great. Use the code RuneScape for some kind of discount. There's a code in the bottom somewhere. Shout out to Less Impressed, More Involved. And you have a summer camp to sell, my friend.
Oh, yeah. Well, I don't know if there's that many spaces left, but if there are, message Silvio or Los Banditos Club, and you will be able to book your space.
Right.
Right.
How do I buy stuff off you? Well, how do I get? Well, if I want a program, what do I need to do? Where do I buy
BJJ
stuff?
Fanatics, mate. I've still got stuff on BJJ Fanatics. You don't have to wait for the daily deals, guys. You can purchase it when there's not a daily deal, and you will get the same instructional as everyone else. Think about that for a moment.
Right.
Why would you not do that? But yeah, Malaga, obviously, me, Silvio, Joseph, Malaga, son, suspicious parents, none of the rest. And yeah.
There are lots of criminals in Malaga, mate.
I think they're more in Marbella, but yeah, basically it's a pretty criminalized area. So yeah, don't be rude.
There it is, guys. Check the links below if you want to figure out how to work with us more so. As always, it's been a fantastic...
It's been such a pleasure, seriously, seeing all your
back on.
bright, rosy
I hope the video
faces.
quality is fantastic. Goodbye.
Oh, get out.